Hey, what's up guys? You're about to watch another Genshin edited down gameplay video. This is an exciting one. I really love, especially the back half of this video is like some fantastic stuff in Genshin. But quickly watch this context thing as always. I'll make this one quick. But essentially, you know, if you don't know, this is obviously me editing down footage of me playing Genshin. If you want to see any raw footage, stuff that I cut out, please make sure to go check that out. I post the raw footage on the Gent Watches More channel, which is in the description below, so make sure to check that out if you want. I was going to make this video longer, like I was planning to put more into it because it doesn't get the full of Chapter 4 Act 1, like I cut off partway through. I kind of try to cut off at a dramatic moment and stuff, but the reason being is that today, the day that you're watching, or the day that this video comes out, and the day that I'm recording this part right here, is my birthday, and I don't really want to be spending the entire day editing more of this video. And also, I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm also a bit sick right now, so I was originally planning to do a different Genshin video today. I was going to do some trailer reactions today and not do more of the gameplay edit things, but I found out that there's not enough trailers for me to react to right now in Genshin for me to do a full video on that. So I had at the last minute decided to put up this gameplay video, so I hope you enjoy it regardless. Yesterday I also posted a video reacting to ZZZ stuff, and that's a great video, so please go check that out as well. But otherwise, if you like my miHoYo content, if you like my Hoyoverse ZZZ videos, my Genshin videos, my Honkai Star Rail videos, please keep that support coming. I really appreciate, you know, you guys have been commenting on these videos saying like, oh, I loved, you know, I love this way that you do the Genshin videos, or I love this, or I love that. Please keep that up, even if it's just a small little comment. It really helps me out because these videos take quite a long time to edit. And so like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff helps me out so much. But without further ado, let's get into the video. In this video, I finally get to Fontaine, and I fucking love it. So enjoy it, please. I hope you enjoy. Have fun. Okay, Inversion of Genesis. I can never figure out anything from these titles.
If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about her, this seems like the kind of thing she'd know about.
Hey guys. Looking for me?
Oh. What's with that face? Don't believe us?
If you don't believe me, I'll go.
No. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started, examining the evidence. Sorry.
This voice actor's good.
I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow, did I get lucky! This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens a friend of mine,
This voice actor's good. Who does Sawada?
he looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all
I'm gonna look up his voice actor.
did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago.
Okay.
No, was not a human, but a puppet.
A puppet?
A puppet as in... Yeah, has to be the balladeer, but what was he doing 400 years ago in Taratsuna?
Judging by the looks on your faces, you do.
It does. But considering that
So, is this quest gonna be about the balladeer?
spooky events are to be expected, and that's exactly what my book is about. Please take a look.
Oh my god, no fucking way. Yeah, no thanks.
And please read my essay draft as well.
No, I will not. I'm sorry, but there's no way. Oh, there's no way. Are we gonna talk to Paimon about this secretly? Yeah.
So, that thing they were talking about,
Yeah.
it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Was that?
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like
Was that the balladeer? Oh my god.
balladeer.
Let's suck it and see. Go get him! Nahida! We're back!
Around in public. Did he escape or... it's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey, what are you doing in the sanctuary of
Oh,
Surasana?
Lumine's ready to fight.
Dad, you sure you trust this guy?
Good
What did
question.
you expect? Why do you think Sumera would keep me around otherwise? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
quickly.
Is a
Not a good start.
interesting dynamic. I like the balladeer.
Please calm down. Yeah.
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
That's true.
Yes. One in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the full.
I do actually appreciate that Nahida's making decisions for
The
herself.
balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your death.
Like, I do get
He's no longer
the
strong
vibe
enough
of
to be a
wisdom off of her.
strategic threat to us. Farmer? You mean he's not a harbinger?
I was wondering about that
I
too.
take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser.
So he tossed you out like
Sometimes it's you
trash.
using them. Other times, it's them using you. That I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
What a crying shame. Lumine's being a
Well, if
bitch
the
to him,
Fatui are
but
gonna reevaluate
for
my
a good
utility,
reason.
I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously.
Paimon!
Listen to him. Then let go now and keep in touch.
This is interesting.
Are you serious about this? So I asked the balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's
Okay.
more familiar with this kind of information and should be able to find it more quickly.
And what if he lies to you?
Exactly. Or what if Paimon just doesn't trust him? A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns.
Oh.
But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
That's very sweet.
If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease. Of
Yeah, if he's got a
course,
fraction of his power, we can
I
probably
can
take him
learn
now.
soul from the outside.
Got it.
Great. Thank you. Prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourselves.
Transport you.
Okay, we're going into Irminsul. Is there anything... Is it gonna be
It's pretty different here compared to last time.
interesting in here? Hello, balladeer.
Look at that. Hot
Look at that.
heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Nahida sent me to babysit you.
Your beak, jailbird.
All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open.
Pretty?
And try not to fall behind.
Are you flirting with me?
Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Come on, let's catch up with him.
Okay. Oh,
So this is the inside of Irminsul.
it's different than what I imagined.
Paimon's never seen anything like this.
It's kind of cool.
Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon's supposed to do the opposite of everything he says?
Let
He
the
is
Lord
such a
Kusanali
douche, but it's funny.
is possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick.
So what he's saying is, I don't know. Alright, I'm staying close to you, balladeer.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
Oh, okay. I went to go touch them. The location's changed. Looks like we've been transported to another path. The space is indeed unusual, but it seems that the balladeer is more used to it than I.
We're here.
What a huge tree!
This is the center of Irminsul. All the information in the world is flowing through it. He hasn't put up any resistance, and he seems good at working on the front line. Maybe he had a similar role in the Fatui. First Sakaba and Sawada stories, now this. What a strange individual.
The Paimon, would you like to talk?
Sure, let's chat. Nahida, is this a telepathic conversation?
Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join.
Aw.
What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
I'm guessing that you didn't want us to disturb the balladeer. Or we're going to talk about something secret.
He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
Yes, and he seems to excel at doing odd jobs for others.
Today will be the day that he finds some answers.
Is it about his past, the betrayals, and the other events in Inazuma? I keep thinking about the
Smart and
betrayals.
attentive as always.
Actually, I caught a glimpse of a few things when I ran into Hypatia at Pardis Di. Yeah. I keep thinking about his backstory every time I see him.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having.
What?
Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
Do you hear it?
What makes you think we're
Or do you just know we're talking?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
We have every right to keep certain things confidential.
Of course you do. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Well, apparently... apparently my twin doesn't come from outside this world.
Met before.
Are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
What? That's,
Is that so?
that was Clifford Chapin's
Since
voice.
you insist.
The name. Niwa was the man in charge of Taratsuna. But... Fuck. When I stumble on a word.
I
Oh.
have been in Tatara Suna for some time now.
What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate.
I'm curious why would... How this is all tying in.
Someone died because of that strange film.
I know how it ties into the start of this quest, but how does it tie into
We've
the
kept the
stuff
truth
we're
from
getting
spreading
answers
outside,
about?
But still, I have all your answers by now.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Oh. Oh! There's the right moment.
And what I seek in Tatara Suna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
What the fuck? His voice.
Some may not see him as a person.
Is that the doctor's
but
voice?
You told him yourself.
I'm trying to figure it
You're
out.
Not a puppet, experiment. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui harbinger.
Mm-hmm. It is the doctor.
The Doctor.
What do you want?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's it.
Already dead. What a pity.
Voice actor. So good.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me.
Jester.
Creating...
Weird. Okay.
Right?
Dottore.
Dottore.
Why do we see things from his perspective? When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his
Oh, okay.
You have to admit that Niwa didn't betray you.
Hmm.
He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know
Gotcha.
very well what that means. Even more so than I.
The betrayal was a lie that he believed for hundreds of years was part of the doctor's experiment. If the betrayal never happened, it existed only in his imagination. But where does this leave him? Yeah, I mean, this is what shaped his whole personality. Is that betrayal?
He's really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now.
Okay, let's go over here.
The doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim?
I'm starting to think this doctor guy isn't all that great. Being betrayed and abandoned by a close friend is sure to cause great resentment, but now we know it was behind his decision to take resent on the Raiden Gokuden 100 years ago. But it doesn't mean that the vengeance was the right decision. True.
Yes.
He still made
Only if
mistakes,
he
for
understands
sure.
this can-
You doing alright, man?
Shall we see how he's doing?
You wanna ask?
But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if
Damn.
you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders.
Yep,
Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Tavak.
makes sense.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave?
Well, look up stuff about Aether, because we said that Aether wasn't a descender, right?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul.
Mm-hmm.
It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was his first destination when he arrived in this world. Plus,
Okay.
What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent.
Okay.
If I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return,
Can Lesser Lord and
I have
Kusanali
a
not hear us in here?
question for me.
What do you want to know?
Give me your hand.
You are flirting with me. I knew it. Now give me your lips.
Can you hear my voice inside your head?
Are you trying to brainwash me?
No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most,
Paimon's
all I can do is
annoyed.
exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
I don't know. Wait, why would you ask that? Wait, that look. Did he see me hesitate? But that was because I know about Great Lord Rukkhadevata. Uh-oh.
So
I think by not denying it... Oh,
I
no.
suggest you get yourselves out of
I
here
assume it
quickly.
was like, by not denying it, I gave him an answer. We have to stop him.
Fast reaction time.
So what's he doing? Is he adjusting? Is he changing the past?
Just let me handle this from here. Even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Okay. This is strange. I don't know where this is going. I do like some of the lore they're dropping in here. But I still need to know where this is going.
And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
Well, Paimon doesn't remember Great Lord Rukkhadevata, and the Balladeer's question was a strange one. It's hard to explain in full, and the truth might be very distressing for Paimon. Yeah. I'll skip the parts about Great Lord Rukkhadevata for now, and focus on the Balladeer.
Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Is this sarcasm? Yeah, great example.
Paimon's so confused.
Maybe he wants to erase himself from history. Oh my god. Are you okay?
Paimon accidentally. The Balladeer's fault for causing Paimon all
No, Paimon, you knocked that over on your own.
Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Indeed, if the Balladeer does erase himself from Irminsul, many people and even Zuma will be affected. I can't imagine what the situation will be like. Worst case scenario, it will affect everyone with a connection to the Raiden, Gokuden, Kazuha, Ayaka, Ayato. Will this mean that they'll disappear? Then that goes on into the night. Now we're looking from Paimon's perspective. What's wrong?
Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about.
She didn't just have her memory erased, did she?
The Balladeer? Is that a food?
Oh my god, she did! The Balladeer was erased! He did it! He actually pulled it off! But how did he have that ability? This doesn't make sense.
Wrong. Thing Paimon said?
He erased himself!
Is that someone's name?
And so now we're the only ones who are going to be able to remember. If this really is happening, I need to know what else has changed. Come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
Inazuma. Oh, shit. Alright. That's interesting. That is certainly an interesting development. He actually erased himself.
It seems like such a shame.
And what was the reason?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed.
He slipped on a banana peel.
In Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling
Oh my god. Dude, just tell me.
under the dire circumstances.
The legend of the Raiden Gokuden has changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmiths. It looks like the Balladeer did something to Irminsul, but it seems Niwa still died,
Was
yeah.
there anything else you wanted to ask?
He still exists. He's still the same Kazuha I know. Things don't seem as bad as I feared last night. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it seems like when it adjusts history, it adjusts it in the path of least resistance. I don't think it tries to erase a whole lot of stuff. It just tries to, like, smooth out the logic a bit. That's what it feels like, at least.
You're welcome to wait inside.
This guy's got a goofy voice for his face.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Can we take a walk in the
If
courtyard?
it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the commissioner and Miss Kamisato,
We're her best
I think
friend.
it should be okay.
/ girlfriend. We are possibly her girlfriend. Oh god!
know who you are. Miss Kamisato
Interesting
has
lore
told
hit
about you.
hidden behind slow talking NPCs.
Welcome. In fact, I would love
Oh my god, shut up.
to talk.
Perfect. These two have researched tarot and spots. Let's see what they have to say.
We haven't made any real progress.
Can I read it again?
Oh,
I'm not gonna. I didn't read it the first time. So why would I read it again? Oh, is this like. Is the yellow stuff the new stuff? Well, I didn't read it before, so.
So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this
It's
from
funny that
the
it's like.
Sonoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must
It's
be
not
true.
the true history,
So there's no ghost story here after all.
but
This new information actually lends
But it is now? Like, it might as well be now? Makes me wonder if anything else was affected by the Omen Soul before we came to this world.
At least by
That night, we ended up chatting and chatting.
She's not gonna know about the balladeer.
And then
Her memory was erased of Great Lord Rook of Nevada. There's no reason it wouldn't be erased for the balladeer. Yeah. Oh no.
you look troubled.
Yeah, I mean, we knew this had happened.
There's something you need to tell
If
me?
you've been paying attention, Traveler, even Nahida doesn't remember. Just like last time, any changes to Omen shall affect her as well. The balladeer acted quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. I'm the only one who still remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I'm the record keeper. Any other descenders would be as well, theoretically, right? But they wouldn't know as much about this stuff, most likely, unless the descendants are people that we know. There are things that have happened that only I can remember. I have to tell you the truth. Are we telling her just the balladeer stuff? Not about... Okay. We didn't mention Greater Lord Rook of Nevada, though. So we're just talking about the balladeer here.
Balladeer differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated.
Oh, so we still fought a machine.
It does make sense. Why did he do it?
Was it just
We
regret?
can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was,
Well, he asked if he could change the past. I don't know his perspective on this, so I can't say why he did something so extreme. See, like, he asked if he changed the past, so I was wondering if he did that with the intention of, like, if he never existed, maybe some of these bad things wouldn't have happened, but then the world didn't quite change like that. It just justified the reason he wasn't there, but all the bad things still happened. Or he just is ashamed of himself and doesn't want his name to be, like, consistently tarnished in history or whatever. Or maybe he is still around. The only, like, sort of outside knowledge that I have is the game calls him the Wanderer, right? Like, if you try to pull for him in the gacha or whatever, he's called the Wanderer. And in this entire game, I feel like they've only ever called him the Balladeer and something else, right? Scaramouche or whatever, right? Is that who it was? Is that the same person? Or, like, you know, the puppet or whatever. But I don't remember ever hearing them call him the Wanderer. So I wonder if, like, my thought right now, and this is using a bit of meta knowledge, is maybe he's still around, unlike Great Lord Rook of Nevada, who erased herself from history and then, you know, is also gone. Maybe he erases himself from history but then comes back, you know, like Spider-Man in whatever the latest movie was. And it's like he's still in the world, and so he's going to show up and he's going to say, I'm the Wanderer, and, like, no one knows anything about me. I'm just a secret special guy called the Wanderer, and we'll recognize him, but he'll tell us his motivations. I feel like that could be the end of this quest. Did he want to reset everything or save someone, or did he want to completely undo his existence? Everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all. Maybe that's all there is to it. I still remember the question he asked. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him an answer. I hesitated because I witnessed Greater Lord Rook of Nevada erase her own existence, but I can't tell in the heat of that. To put it another way, I know why the balladeer was so sure it could work, but I can't tell them that.
everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Ah.
So this record survived from the...
Wait. Did it survive because everything was an analogy? In this world, it's just fiction. Like, it didn't need to change this because this isn't inconsistent, because, like, the other stuff, the essay and stuff outside, they are based on true events, and so they, like, you know, they are blatantly supposed to be true events, so they had to be changed. But this text is just a fictional story, you know? And even though it is, like, all the things are things that happen in real life, if they're all changed, it's basically a work of fiction, and so it doesn't need to be changed if the past is changed. Is that what happened?
Any information about the balladeer or the kabuki mono and other records will have been changed.
That's so cool.
But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact.
That's really clever.
There was once
Okay, they are showing it to us.
in fox fur, a kitten carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it.
Oh my god.
Could only return to darkness. Then it would finally be peaceful and content.
They're cool illustrations.
I I will become the new moon.
It's a cool art
Answer to
style.
everything, but remember their own harbinger.
Feels like life is as insignificant as a feather.
Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around.
Oh no, you didn't.
But Paimon, why don't we take her out for a walk to clear her head?
Take me out for a walk. I'm not a dog.
You need to get out of your head for a while.
You can't just take me out for a walk. I take you out for a walk, bitch. There's so much exposition, and I feel like they could cut it down a bit. In which case, the question is, what happened to him?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be
Oh.
a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
I see what happened to him. He's right there. He still wears a stupid hat. Like, you're gonna draw attention to yourself like that. I guess there's no reason to hide except for me. Does the balladeer remember? Shit, you know?
You know him or something?
That's the balladeer.
Who?
You're a strange one, kiddo.
I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome.
Why is he
I
so
guess.
soft?
But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsetias. And
Oh, I have a
I'm
million of
on the
those.
street
Do you
I
need
can deliver a
some?
fruit bowl this evening. Rifter or something?
That's right, I am.
It's it. There we go. His name is the Wanderer.
First, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer,
Paimon, quiet down.
stealing his Sunsetias? Isn't that a bit too cruel?
Be quieter. Yeah, there we go. Jeez. If I wasn't seeing this with my own eyes, I never would believe it.
You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
Seems like he doesn't
You've been
remember
following me away from the
us.
city.
He might have erased his memories of himself from himself.
Have we met before?
Those are massive Sunsetias.
But you know
Aren't
me?
Sunsetias supposed to be like that big?
I have no recollection.
It's complicated, but I do know you.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
I can prove it. You're a puppet.
Puppet?
I'm sure whatever it is must
It's
be
somewhere I want to take you.
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Oh, I'll give him 100 Sunsetias.
Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it
This
sounds like
is
a plan
what I
with no-
originally thought the Wanderer's character was when I saw like the character demo of him and
I
stuff.
have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
And this is when I didn't care about him too
Call it
much.
the past, but
I thought he was
rather-
just, you know, he wouldn't be a very interesting
This is a
character.
difficult one to explain. Far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask,
Okay. Just
what
accepting
was
it.
I like in my previous incarnation?
A dick.
Oh, okay.
He's like, yeah, I get the picture.
Want to tell me
I wonder if they did this because they wanted to
everything I had.
redeem
History at all.
In terms of the outcome alone.
the balladeer so that, you know, they could use him as a fun character in the
In
future.
terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place.
But they
and
didn't know
time.
how to
A
redeem
chain
him,
of
you know?
Cause and effect. It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
Yeah, not really.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Prepare yourselves. Okay, enter the memory. Reminiscent drift. Zoom. Okay. Some gameplay, maybe. Perhaps.
Deputy to Torichio's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna. And the rest is history. Well,
And the rest is history. Well,
in
that's the end of the mission.
conclusion of events,
Anyone, tell him we have someone new joining us.
I do wish Genshin would do this sort of thing more, where they tell the story with dialogue that's happening while you're playing the game. Just so that I can play the game. You know, in the same way that a Valve game would do it, or fucking a Naughty Dog game, you know? Some of the best storytelling video games of all time, they like to tell you a story while also doing gameplay that complements the story.
Promise me we could be family.
You're no
Oh yeah, I remember them talking about this child in the in the backstory video.
Do you realize you're blocking my path?
I come not to obstruct you.
The Jester!
Watching you drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
The Jester's voice is so cool. Nice. Yeah, the Jester's voice was awesome there.
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place.
Mm-hmm.
The delusion factory in Inazuma.
It is.
Just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I genuinely forgot Child was a harbinger for a second.
Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. By then, see you at the victory feast.
Too bad she's dead now, right? Killed by Raiden Shogun.
Take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome.
The doctor!
I think if they knew that nothing matters to you apart from your crazy experiments.
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable.
The Doctor is one of the best characters in this game. I really love him.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes,
Oh.
you are evil. Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Death that eclipses the miracle of life. They are human too.
I like that.
Punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass.
He's
Can
saying...
you return my memories to me?
Oh.
Does that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences.
Oh, I don't
As a
know.
puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation.
Yep. Is that this the true meaning of Great Lord Rukkhadevada's words? A person can't erase themselves, and even though the original balladeer is gone, this person will live on in its place. A person sins in an inescapable part of their destiny
I've
too.
always felt
Okay. Oh, a cutscene for it. But what's gonna happen after he gets his things back? Won't there just be problems again? Oh.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled. This is my...
You okay? It's a lot to take in.
Is he alright?
Oh shit! There's the robot. Why is it here? Is it because we're in the memory? She's fighting it again. Hell yeah. Woo. Nice. Paimon.
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why.
Okay.
This won't be the end.
Oh. Does he save us? The music is fucking sick. Okay, he's back. Oh shit! I'm fighting the boss as a balladeer?
Stupid questions.
Ouch. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Quit following me.
Ow!
They'll fall.
Oh my gosh. Let me up in the air.
Bow your head.
Take that. That's a bit of damage. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, how am I supposed to... Oh, okay. It just healed me up. The game just gave me more health. Okay. Ouch! Okay, come on. Do some real damage there. Okay, he's almost dead. He's almost dead. There we go. Got him.
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am.
The past will catch up to you.
You sound like you're concerned about me.
I am kind of.
Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's...
Okay, what's the truth that he knows now? That he can't change the past? He can't escape his sins? Is that the truth?
But I was just thinking, I should probably change
You
it.
won't go by the balladeer anymore?
After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting.
I don't know if that's true. I feel like you should regret killing people.
All I wanted to do was use you, and I'd be no different from the doctor.
Nahida has some smart plans.
Say that's one of my virtues.
Everything I can to pay it back.
I didn't do it for a
Borrowing
reward.
and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. All
He still
balance
has that
works one
feeling.
way.
And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
I hope you can give Nahida a chance. Nahida's on your side, man.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
He'll just go by the Wanderer.
Why? If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
Seems great that you guys care about names so much, but you keep calling me the Traveler, despite the fact that my name is Gent, and you don't ever say it.
Have you got anything?
What? Hang on, what? You can obtain the item an evolution of the Archon Quest Interlude in version of Genesis, which will allow you to change Eon Drift Wanderer's name. Please take note that some names cannot be utilized in this change. Once you've renamed this character, some interface in the game going forward will display that name as you have chosen. Please ensure that you're following terms of service. Don't discriminate, don't... The bullying or insulting of any travelers or groups of travelers. So I can choose the Wanderer's name, but obviously it's like, but don't choose anything super inappropriate. What a brave thing to give me. What should he be called? I feel like since I'm doing this on my channel, I feel like it should be something dumb related to my channel. Like he's a bit of a mystery, so he's a bit of a puzzle. And then on my One Piece channel, I solve the recap Rubik's. So maybe his name should be Rubik. Rubik's Q or something. That kind of looks stupid though. Cube. I mean, I feel like Rubik is fine. Dr. Rubik. Mrs. Rubik. The Rubik. The cubed Rubik. Oh. Hang on. What about a cubed Rubik? That's so stupid. I'm going with it. No! Okay. Never mind. It's gonna be Rubik.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not, but whatever. I think it'll do.
Alright. If you say so.
I mean, like, I wanted... You know, I could just have called him Pretty Boy or Dumb Poo-Poo Head or whatever, which would have been fine, you know? But I wanted it to also kind of be a name.
What about a nickname? It made me suffer. We'll have to pay the price.
I can't believe his name is Rubik. That's crazy.
Doctor.
There was some bumps along the way, but it's all over now.
I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Rushing back.
I'll buy you some treats.
Wow, great! Huh? Look at the vase.
Well, you smashed it.
Someone break it while they were cleaning.
That's why they had the smashing
Paimon doesn't
scene.
remember there being a cleaner.
So this shows Paimon bumped into the table and after being startled. Yeah, yep. So this shows that things have changed back. So why is his face still broken?
You sound lost and confused.
Who's that?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance. But like a vase that falls to the ground, whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase. Is it not?
Who is this talking to me?
And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
Believe my eyes. Does she mean I should trust my memories?
Broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean it up?
How about you clean it up, Paimon?
Leaving it there. Just a
It's like 3 pieces. Just pick it up. Someone's gonna be so annoyed when Paimon brings them all the way here. I wonder what else awaits me in the future. Interlude Chapter, Act 3, complete. Well, that was a fine chapter. I liked it. There were some bits of it that I really, really liked. Some bits of it that was fine, you know. But it was shorter than I expected it to be, which is good. Because I thought it was going to drag on a little bit more than that. And it luckily didn't. That was still cool though. I like the sort of turn it took for the balladeer. It was cool like learning about his backstory and stuff. I feel like my main problem with it is I feel like they told us the same story so many times throughout that like there were some times that like, or they would tell us like a little bit here and then later they would tell us a little bit more, but they would like sort of repeat the stuff we already knew. And it's like, you know, I mean, it's classic sort of Genshin stuff. Genshin pads their dialogue quite a lot, so I think it's something that we're used to at this point. But it's still something to talk about, I think, is that I do feel like it was a little padded. But still a cool mission. But what I'm really happy about is the fact that because of this, the next time I sit down to play Genshin, I will be able to start going to Chapter 4. And I'm so excited for Chapter 4 because I have been so excited for Fontaine. And I can't wait to be even closer to catching up on the Genshin story.
Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor. But we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Good memory.
And then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Yes, but as long as we're around, it's hard to say what will happen.
Yes, you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Fontaine, baby!
Look who it is. Right,
hey, dear.
You in a place like this? Anyway.
We're going to Fontaine, baby. Oh,
huh?
Is that someone
serious?
planning to take us
Say I
there?
saw that coming. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking.
I love how much she likes us.
How about I gather a few mercs to escort you to cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways? Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle.
We have to cross the desert to
when
get
are you
there?
leaving?
Jenny should be spontaneous.
Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahita?
She'll know from our dreams anyway.
You're always welcome to come find me.
Bye, dear.
Goodbye, dear. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Bye, Sumeru. It was a good chapter. I'm really excited. Oh my gosh, he's gonna give us like a cool shot of Fontaine. Because Fontaine's fucking gorgeous. Yeah! That's so beautiful. Let's get the viewpoint. I like that it just teleported us out here. Jesus! Like the middle of nowhere it put us. Except I have a thing over there because I, at some point, had to go into Fontaine just the tiniest bit, just so that I could get a certain thing I needed. Now, how does a game expect us to do this? Do we go down a path? I feel like this is just what I did last time. I don't know if this is what the game intends for you to do. Is to just float over there. Wave Rider, waypoint unlocked. Here we go. Come on. Oh, nice. I really shouldn't have been able to get that, but I was able to, so it's fine. Who's that kid? Is that a actual character, or is that... Yeah, well. Let's stand around here. There we go.
Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed. And there are all kinds of unusual machines.
It's even more impressive than I expected. And start by meeting the Hydro Archon.
Yeah, Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
And also to find the truth.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like?
Well, based on her character demo.
There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Well, they might be talking about something private.
I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family.
Okay, this sounds like a very
I was
sad
expecting a
conversation. We
sudden
shouldn't
plot
jump in
twist,
here.
but it's a pity that it never happened.
Excuse me, can I help you too? Couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Look!
Hi.
That was,
We're travelers new to Fontaine.
What's her name?
We had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind
I
of
have her.
play, so
It's not
we
Lyney,
didn't
is
wanna
it?
interrupt.
I couldn't remember which one was
play?
which.
Oh, no.
Around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
Right, makes sense. They see it as like a performance.
Cases be treated a little more seriously?
Those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the
I'm so excited for
Oratrice
Neuvillette.
Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal!
And the
So this is the Nation of Justice.
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Furina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Damn.
Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff?
Well, I would expect so.
Didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
I expect
No,
most
Lady Furina seldom
Archons
takes an
don't
interest
have
with the
much
nation's
time for
affairs.
random people.
After all, she is the Archon.
Yeah.
Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before.
Yeah, I guess they're not really celebrities generally.
The Hydro Archon is kind of like a big celebrity here.
There you go.
right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Well, that's cool.
Alright, I think we get it.
I'm glad to hear that people don't think they're gonna
Now know that we
be
can find
punished
the
for
Hydro
talking bad
Archon
about
at
her.
the Opera House. Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey, what are you looking over there
Because
for?
she's looking at the magician.
She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
I mean, it's shallow water.
Go check on her.
It's nice of us to be concerned about her, but... Act 1. Chapter 4, Act 1. Greetings, girl.
Excuse me, are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then.
But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself.
That's not
I was
true.
just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
Yeah, there you
you're
go.
pointing at the
Chat
sea.
with us.
The water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
I vaguely remember stuff about that in the trailer.
I don't believe we've had the
Here's
pleasure of
this guy, okay.
Are you
Which one of you is
Lynette's new
which?
friends?
Okay, she's Lynette. He's Lyney. That's right. Lyney and
Thanks
Lynette.
for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. Travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Paimon is Paimon.
I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one.
That's very true. That's because you don't shut up. Because you always steal all my lines.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative.
There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
What's happening in
Where
Fontaine?
to begin?
Start with the water stealing your memories part.
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet.
Well, we have. We said our names. Yeah.
Hello, Traveler.
Hi. Hello, Lyney.
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
You got small
Please,
hands.
Don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends.
This is already great. Already like these characters. I love this city. Love the world building of it so far. I don't know why it's not making my character walk slowly like it normally does.
You said you were going to see Lady Furina? Well, it seems Lady Furina has come to see you.
Is she here? Oh! That would be awesome. Oh, cool. Clorend. I have you, Clorend. I have your character. And here comes Furina. Standing up there.
She's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people,
Oh,
rich
yeah.
and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers
I love this
have
music.
arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
Nobody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long
Weird thing to
heard
point
of the
out.
turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip.
I love this.
Now, you may rejoice in this.
She's great.
Paimon still can't believe it. A little over the top? Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and
Her eyes are
the
so
excellent.
interesting.
I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
I am.
All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Will you be my girlfriend?
That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about.
Damn, we have a lot of stories about
Lady
us.
Furina came here to personally see her. Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
Duel?
This my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler.
We
from
are
another
dueling?
land, just as you were hoping to see.
She wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Fighting gods? I've got a resume. That's sick.
A duel against the divine.
What are you trying to do, traveler?
provoking a god in front of her people.
What? She challenged me?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind
The
of
fuck is going on?
a duel in court.
It's gonna be Phoenix Wright, baby!
All right. Now that'll be worth seeing.
Too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
We haven't committed any crimes. We literally just arrived here.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it? According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Paimon is the flying object?
Of violating this law, no?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong.
Oh my god.
That's our Lady Furina.
Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely. Then, in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Furina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me
Thank you
to
for finally
interject,
speaking up.
I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
Okay.
I'll permit you to object. But how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
I really love
As a
Furina's
magician who
voice.
just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
What's going on?
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did Lyney do that?
When Lyney patted you on the back. Oh! That's why he did that. So does she count more as a balloon or something now? Because she's like leashed? Or a pet?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon
Yeah,
is classified
balloon.
as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along.
Call that magic? You've got to be joking.
That's very funny.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Is she gonna throw a tantrum? I don't know. Okay, she's amused by it right now.
Amusing. Very amusing, Lyney. Just the sort of unexpected
Her hands clap well for wearing
I
gloves.
enjoy. With you here, today's
Oh,
performance
they're
can
like half
finally be
gloves.
called complete.
I think one glove is a full glove and the other one's like a half glove.
When there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward
This
to
is
seeing
so
your
good.
performance at the Opera House.
I like it. I like her character because she is really big-headed and egotistical and pretentious.
Just like that. She's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen, man. That whole scene just now was really...
Thanks for bailing us out,
Don't
Lyney.
mention it. Now do you see what kind of god Lady Furina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Yeah, confusing is a good way to put it.
I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
Yeah, would love
My
to.
brother's always excited to make new friends.
Sure.
Magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Just give them to people?
No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned.
Oh my gosh.
In the end, the
It's like a
people
rap
will
show.
all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain.
Oh god.
Weeping on her throne, be washed away.
What the fuck?
Pretty gloomy.
Yeah.
Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
Wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the
At least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets
they're bags
have
of holding?
astonishing capacity.
Got it.
I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Yeah, that's useful.
Oh, more than a bit of relief.
Is there no way to prevent this disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever
Oops.
Now, if
We're only
like
tiny
to
specks on the
help,
ground in the scheme of
then
things, he
please
said.
give these magic pockets to anyone nearby.
Like water. Now, before I do this, I'm just going. No, actually, let's do it. I was gonna go up and like, cause I wanted to press the statue or whatever up there, but it's okay. I can do that in a second. Let's just do the thing that I have to do here.
So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Okay, dude.
We hadn't heard
That's
that one before.
kinda interesting.
Can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
Just hold on to it. I mean, worst case scenario, use it for something else. It will be useful for other shit.
Doesn't necessarily mean death.
Great. See you, man. You are weird. I'm never talking to you again. Who are you? Etienne.
My apologies for not recognizing you earlier.
Here you go.
Oh. I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything.
Take it anyway.
Life is all about living in the moment.
Oh my
What
gosh.
use is there
These
in worrying
people.
about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, great, but you...
Should still take it.
Yeah, you can just take
You
it.
never know when it'll come in handy.
It's a cool magic item.
Right. If I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now.
Yeah, I get it
Really
metaphorically.
rather
I understand. Just, you know, take the fucking bag. Alright, let's go. Let's go back to Lyney.
So, what did people have to say?
Yeah, many
Yes,
are quite
but
stubborn.
that will change once disaster strikes.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect
Oh,
the
really?
flowers.
I really don't have many Hydro characters, to be honest. I got Barbara. Bonk.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler.
Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left.
She
for
said
the
something like that
performance
because I have her. I have her in my teapot. And I think when you first talk to her, she's like, I'm in power saving mode right now or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I didn't know if it like implied she's actually a robot. But I think she's just using those terms. Like, she's just a robotic acting person. Just a, you know, quiet, maybe, like, just a little quiet introvert, I guess. But she just uses that as a convenient term. But it also could just be, like, foreshadowing that they reveal that she's a robot, you know? I don't know.
Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Oh. What? Why are they walking away? Why did that happen? That was weird.
Oh, he's right.
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up.
Maybe put an invisible string
You two can ride the
on
lift
my
over there
wallet.
and wait up top. I bet
And then have her
that'll be
pickpocket
escape
it.
route if she tries to run.
And then we'll pull her back. Understood.
All right, let's go.
Are they doing this whole thing just to teach me how this harbor works? Like, what it looks like around here, and also like how to collect those flowers and how to use this elevator. Whee! I do like that it drops me out right at the statue. That's nice. Hallelujah! Ooh, oh, that's interesting. It just like does a strip. It's not like a huge section. It's just one strip. That's very interesting. Did light just start flooding in from the Statue of the Seven just now? That's so weird. Did anything like this happen before? A rush of water? It certainly is the nation of Hydro Archon. Even the Statue of the Seven are water fountains. Yeah, right. That light wasn't normal. Jen, you didn't feel uncomfortable at all? The water is speaking to me. Paimon, like Paimon's gonna believe you. If you can crack jokes like that, you must be fine. Though after it lit up like that, the air does feel a lot more humid. Maybe it's because of the hydro energy that's released. Paimon heard that in Fontaine, if you can use elemental energy properly, you can even swim underwater. Maybe you can find sunken treasure. Paimon will leave diving for treasure to you. Paimon will stand on the shore and wait for you. You could try doing something for once, Paimon. But being in the water is scary. What if Paimon accidentally gets swept in a current and gets all turned around and dizzy, and then she won't be able to fly away no matter what? Just like before Paimon met you back in Mondstadt. Oh yeah, I forgot. She's got PTSD from water. Then maybe Paimon can try going underwater with you. You better not go back to your word. Cool. All right. I'm real quick gonna switch my traveler to Hydro Traveler and let's see what she's like. Look at that fucking statue. It's kind of cool. Resonate with Hydro. Oh. Okay, here we go. First one. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, that was me holding it. What if I just click it? Water jet! Cool. I want to try out the queue, but I'll have to charge it first. Oh, there she is.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Get ready to drop her.
What should we do? Should we chase her?
Can we chase her subtly? Our job is to block this path.
You're right.
Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway,
Did he just pickpocket her back?
Going now.
Didn't even catch her, just took it?
Are you returning with the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground.
Okay.
But Lyney twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lyney?
You moron,
I'll
Lyney.
be all right.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh. I feel like the encounter points, though. I guess I haven't finished a quest yet. Like, there's quests within the act, and this quest has been going on for a while.
We ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding?
Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
I like their relationship so far.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Okay. Bit quicker. What if it left, like, just before... Who's that? Oh, it's Charlotte! It looks like Jan Fei for a second. Like her skirt. But it's Charlotte! Yes!
Excuse me! Aren't you the great magician Lyney? And his assistant Lynette?
Hello. I don't believe we...
Oh, look at the scenery. It's great.
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
From
I'm
the
so
Steambird,
excited to
huh?
properly meet
We've
her.
often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you. Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
I guess you could say that.
Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? Could my vision
Look at the little dance she did.
Charlotte, what do you
Little hop.
report on?
into relationships? Or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Even I want to read those now.
That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. You mean the serial disappearances of young women case? That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've
Disappearances
ever
of
seen.
young
I'm
women.
the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird. Oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed
I don't know, you should be this giddy about young women going missing.
materials. That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago.
Oh my
And
God.
ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace.
Damn.
But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many
That's
suspects
fucked
have
up.
been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Maybe they're copycat criminals? That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Possible.
I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back. and
What's
then find a
Lynette's
way
reaction to
track
this
down
gonna
the
be?
culprit.
She's gonna hate
Please
this?
don't imagine that, Lyney.
Yep.
Hey, we're almost there. Look.
Yay! It's, man, this path, this road is so cool. Yeah, this is my favorite scenery in Genshin by far. This is like my style, I would say. My sort of look. I like it more modern, interesting. This reminds me of Water 7 in One Piece. But I guess a little more advanced? Yeah, I think a little more advanced. Like how it's like a water park, but a city. It's so cool. I like the music as well. The music's so good.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this. I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Wait, give me your number. Wow, that's cool. That's very cool. There we go, quest complete. I mean, I guess I'm just exploring right now. You are the best blacksmith out of any of these cities. Look at you, you're cute. There's no room for improvement, you're perfect. I've arrived. Was that Freminette that I saw there?
This is our current abode.
Maybe not, because he's not there anymore.
Fremine.
Oh, no, he's there. And it's Fremine.
Where did everyone else
I guess
go?
that makes sense.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I have Fremine. I've got him as at like Constellation 3 or some shit.
Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
Father, as in Arlecchino?
He is a phenomenal diver.
Man, the auto is off right now.
I'm very proud to have a diver as a brother, Lyney.
Sure seems to have a big family.
You have something to tell me.
It's alright, you go ahead. Blah 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 blah.
Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials.
Okay.
I was about to give them to you.
Good job, Fremine. Meanwhile, in Gotham City,
Looks like rain.
feels like rain.
Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
Or if it's like a hydro place.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House.
Oh.
But don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
Interesting.
If I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Another one of the elemental dragons of Teyvat.
Elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual.
There's a thing I can activate.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
Well, and if only one person does
you
it.
might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism.
Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
After some time, the rain stops. That was us. That's because we did the Hydro Dragon thing.
Have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
You see with the performance.
Is there anyone here?
Oh, are you the... Oh, yeah, you're the
hello there.
mechanic.
Customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Yes, I am. Please flirt with me more.
I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Do we need to pay?
No, no need. They've already prepaid several batches worth.
Gotcha.
When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But
Aw.
they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run.
Aw, both parties in this are very
Seems
nice.
Both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Hey, is this machine what you used to make stuff?
Is he being funded by
Really advanced.
someone else? By the Fatui?
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? Basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from
Indemnitium.
trials.
Whoa.
Trials produce energy.
When a trial is in session, the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale harvests feelings of belief and justice.
Oratrice mécanique d'analyse
Used
cardinale.
all around.
Haven't heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon.
No, you have to say the full name, Paimon. You can't just say Oratrice.
Not be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but
Who are you
weren't
guys?
chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
Who are you?
We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to
Yeah, just leave this poor woman to get her legs broken.
Hey, hold on.
Child?
Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
What are you doing here?
Gabriel wants to poach clients from Northland Bank.
Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next
Oh, that's
Me
ironic.
now.
You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Sure, I've run into a lot of friends today.
Long story short, I've already
These
been
guys in the
Fontaine for
background.
some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring.
What? No, Fontaine's
But it seems
awesome.
That fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way
True.
you look at it.
Our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
I don't mind a little excitement now and then.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something? And take it.
Okay.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
"Hey, that's way
Aww.
This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Just gonna cut ahead and they're gonna be on the ground, right? Oh, we get to play as him. Nice. Owned. That's pretty satisfying.
Huh?
What? Oh, was his vision disabled? Did like Furina do that or something?
Huh. That was weird.
Oh, I liked that in the background. It just had like Traveler like talking to the girl, I guess like comforting her or saying you can go inside now or something. Like we didn't see what the conversation was, but it was nice to see there was something happening in the background because they were talking and then Traveler came up. You feeling alright?
Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You'd better not use your delusion too often.
Fontaine, child.
In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Okay.
Whale? Oh, that sounds familiar. When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale.
That's true. He did do that.
Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling
Champion
bored.
duelists.
Champion
That sounds
duelist?
cool.
You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep. In Fontaine,
Oh,
before
like,
a criminal goes to court, they're given one
Ah,
chance to
like,
defend their honor by
what's her
requesting a
name?
duel
The girl
with
I
the
have,
official
Clorent.
champion duelist. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Let me guess, no one?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine.
Cool.
Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorent.
Yeah,
is
Clorent.
the strongest of the champion duelists.
I've got her, I pulled
Time
her.
Before she finally agreed to face me today. Before I forget, I want you to have this.
Ooh. Is that a vision? Or is that a fake vision? What? Oh, it's yours?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have
I
some
feel like
time
that's
to
gonna
wait.
tie into things.
Knows what you're up
to. Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer.
Don't blurt it out.
Sorry. The murder mystery novels here are amazing.
Oh no, I hope that's not like foreshadowing that Charlotte's a murderer. Because she's a reporter that's barely in the story. Oh no. And I think, isn't there supposed to be a trial in this chapter somewhere? Like someone goes through a trial? I don't know if it's us or if it's someone else. And let's get the picture. So awesome. Epicles.
Performance. No wonder Lyney and Lynette were looking forward to it.
It looks a little small, to be honest.
Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Please,
I want to
us with a
see the
bright and
inside.
healthy child.
There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Vache. What was that?
Vache. Vache.
Oh wow, Traveler's scared by it. Did you just say something, Paimon?
Paimon didn't say anything.
Lyney asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
I seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
The voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey!
I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element.
Uh-huh.
Others in my family have had similar experiences.
Could also be because we're holding child's hydro vision.
Sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait.
When do you cry?
What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
Oh, whenever Traveler leaves her alone.
When Paimon's really sad?
He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Lyney might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
I really like Lynette's voice performance.
Let's go in and see Lyney.
She's so subdued, but it really works for the blank expression of her character. But it's not like... It's strange, like... It's not like... It doesn't feel like she's trying to sound... you know, emotionally dead or whatever. But she does sound like someone who is naturally like that. I think she's doing a really good job. Who's the voice actress? An Iris Quinones. I never know how to pronounce her name, but she's a great voice actor, so that makes sense. The amount that I compliment that woman, I really should learn how to pronounce her name. I really apologize to her for not knowing, because she deserves that respect. Okay, here we go. Entering the opera. Epicles.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lyney.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Lyney seems like a cool guy.
Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Is that Clifford Chapin again? Go to the seats Lyney arranged. Hell to the yes. Okay, well this is a beautiful like opening chamber, so that's good. Let's see the inside. Is it... Oh, it's pretty massive. Yeah, okay. I take back what I said about it being kind of small. This seems like an appropriate size. Although, they could squeeze more chairs in here, I think. Seems like there could be at least double the amount of chairs in this place. But anyway. Oops. Who was sitting there?
Come on, let's sit down.
Who was that? There's only one other person in this whole building. Is that Lynette? It's hard to see. It's so awkward. I love that facial animation was so good though.
The place is practically empty.
There's so much echo on her voice.
If we don't say anything.
Also, her facial animation is really good right now as well. They fucking upped their game, I feel like. Isn't that usually your job?
Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it is
I did
new
not
for that.
realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
I'm so excited.
Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. That's not it, Paimon. Sorry. What should we talk about?
You say? Well, if Mr. Lyney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Lyney then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second.
Paimon, come on.
I have heard of your deeds across Tevat.
Good.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet.
Nervillet.
What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be?
Yeah, he's the one in charge of the laws or whatever.
I saw you all chatting just now. To Fontaine's Chief Justice.
Chief Justice.
That seat
Ew,
is always
Dex.
reserved for him.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really.
I really
And
like
by
him so
the
far.
way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Hey, Furina.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Oh, the thighs.
Huh? Oh, it's Furina, the Hydro Archon. She sure has a
Paimon
smiling
already
sad
doesn't
look
like
on
her.
face. This what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
He's like,
All
just
right, please wait just a moment longer.
just play along
I've
for a
pretty
little
much
bit.
finished my preparations, and
Now
the
we can
performance
ignore
will
her.
start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
The crowds enter the venue and the curtains open for the show to begin. Is this going to be a cutscene?
Lights, the show must be
Paimon, shut the fuck up. You're so loud.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Good.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all.
True.
So,
Are they handing over their
both
visions?
Lynette and myself have removed our visions
Yeah.
for the show.
That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado,
Well, no, that's
let
what makes the show fake
begin.
magic. Visions are real
Lynette
magic.
will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her,
But fake
don't
magic
worry,
is more
she'll
impressive.
Be coming right back on stage momentarily. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough.
I'm having fun. This is great.
Been in the blink of an eye.
Oh, I wonder what that implies.
A
Oh!
magician's greatest skill is
Yes.
making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Okay, nothing in the hat except a false bottom. Ooh.
Huh?
Cool.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Ooh, that's cool. There's
Using
Lynette.
this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
Lynette is so cute. I like the
It's actually
dead-eyed
quite
wave.
simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on,
He's hamming it
even
up.
air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Whoa. Wow, even Furina's
Are you
shocked.
still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Without clothes? Or does she have a new costume? New costume. She She's not even wet. Although it's hard to tell, I guess, in Genshin art style. She's having a great time. That was fun. That was so fun. The escape water trick, like those things are always like kind of stressful because I think people in the audience are like holding their breath sometimes because they're like, what if the magicians actually fuck it up, you know? I think it was like Penn and Teller, or rather Penn from Penn and Teller, who I'm pretty sure he talked about how there's fucking applause going throughout this entire thing. I'm pretty sure he talked about how like magic tricks like that look like they're dangerous, a good magician is gonna make sure there's like absolutely no risk to them, like zero, like, oh, I mean maybe not zero risk, everything has risk I guess, but like there's like, you know, there's so many safety measures in place that it's basically impossible for there to be actual real danger there, because like not just because they can't do it, you know, without that, but like the ethical implications, like morally it's wrong to be putting your life at risk in front of a crowd of people, because like not only might you know end your own life, but you would do it in front of so many people who would then forever be traumatized by it. Like that's a horrible thing to do to a group of people. And so even putting your life on the risk a little bit in front of that many people is kind of ethically wrong for magicians. So I try to, like, when I'm watching magic shows that have that sort of stuff, I try to remind myself of that while watching it so that I don't get too panicked. I'm not like, oh shit, oh fuck, what if something actually happens to them? I try to like remind myself, like, whatever's happening on stage, I just have to trust that like they know it is it would be horrible if this weren't like safer than anything.
To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been
Yes, you're a good fucking audience member. I hate when people like are doing like watching magic and their intention is to try to figure out how the trick is being done. Like they're watching and they're going like, hang on, okay, so was he using sleight of hand there or whatever? Like, I mean, I guess like if you're a magic hobbyist or whatever and that's just like kind of fun for you, then great. But if it like takes, sometimes it'll be like, oh no, I could see how he does it, so it's not that impressive to me. But it's like you were specifically trying or looking for those like moments and stuff, and just let yourself be captured by the show. The person put all of that effort into putting on the show. Fucking watch it, enjoy it.
That's right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared.
Allow yourself to be shocked by it.
The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond
Cool animations.
I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
Is it gonna be us?
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now, I will each enter a magic box.
This is really fun.
After 1 minute, we will
What a
each
fun
emerge
mission.
from the opposite box. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
I feel like there's also going to be something major going wrong here, like an actual murder or something, because I guess because I play a lot of Ace Attorney and there's like several Ace Attorney cases which are like, oh, it's a magic show but something goes wrong and someone dies or whatever. And so I'm always like, whenever I'm watching like an animated magic show, which like, because I'm normally watching Ace Attorney, and so then normally something goes wrong.
Generated by this random number selector.
Oh, cool.
It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then.
What if it's like Furina? I don't know if she'll be counted being up on the top there.
Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3.
Yeah, no.
Congratulations.
Some random
have
girl.
The chance to experience magic firsthand. Please might end up. You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Great.
Enter the magic box. There is one more thing
Genuinely
I need to ask the
nervous.
audience. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
No, come on, repeat after me.
60. 59, 58.
Once you finished counting.
54, 53, 52.
5 on.
I am counting in my head. Things are exciting enough in here as it is. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy.
I love him. He's great.
Alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something. 40, 39.
38. It's all part of the show. Bang.
Sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it. 25, 24.
I'm actually kind of nervous now.
What's wrong, Mr. Lyney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting? I apologize, everyone.
Uh-huh.
It feels like you're all starting to count faster. Down 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
Oh, another cutscene.
Almost there now.
Excited and nervous.
Harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time.
Aw, Levine's so cute.
Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again. 7. Hey, slow down. Honestly. 5.
Aww.
4. Whoops. That doesn't count.
Furina's having so much fun. And the audience member. Whoa! Oh my god! What the fuck? Holy shit! Oh my god!
Part of the show? Mr. Lyney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right? Oh.
Holy shit!
Still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers.
Then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
This is... Oh man, I got chills kind of from that.
The person who's
That's
in
kind of
the
horrifying.
box has been pronounced dead.
Wow!
One of the assistants in Lyney's magic troupe. As of now, we're still not sure why we found Cowl in the box, rather than the guest from the audience.
Yeah.
And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found.
Nowhere?
It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance, and there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Oh!
The serial disappearances case?
She's another missing woman now. In front of an audience in the Archon, yeah.
No, I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lyney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case. The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Think about it. That whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Lyney do
Oh,
this?
This has the potential to be my favorite Archon mission. He's a suspect at most.
Just think that he... Well,
She was getting caught up in the dramatics.
talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Furina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna...
And she cares all about appearances, so she'll go with it.
And murder.
But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler.
What?
You'll support Lyney, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
Yeah, that's true. I trust him.
Are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Fuck yes.
The trial will be held.
This is all Ace Attorney shit now. I love it.
May investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House.
I love Ace Attorney. I love Danganronpa.
Once they have been cleared by the guards.
Everyone is dismissed as the audience begin to leave along with Furina and Lynette.